Well, this is something right here. This is
Yeah.
something.
Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention because I finally got the Pepsi squirrel.
That's
What
all
about
good.
5 minutes late? No problem. Whenever is good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is a huge, huge stretch, but they told us that there's always someone behind the camera under Death Battle Kickstarter. Is there any chance it's Max? Because that would help this pitch so much.
It could be Max. It could be DJ. It could even
True.
be you. This just like reveals like, oh my goodness, two
That'd be
balls
a
here.
twist. Yeah. But no, I just got the email for Scroller Specimen yesterday, so that I added you to the wrong email.
That's all good. That's all good.
Okay, it's not DJ, it's not Max, and it's not me. Good.
Okay, okay. So, all right. This.
We'll just play Guess Who while we wait for them.
Yeah, let's just keep guessing. Who could it be? Who could it be? Let's see.
Hmm.
So,
Does your Death Battle member work on Sprite episodes?
I figured it out. This was too easy. It's Nubia. I knew it. I knew it. It's like the Lupin quote. I got it all figured out. Oh, never mind. No, I don't got it all
Ah,
figured out.
okay, okay. So it isn't someone like Zach. Okay. Is it Luis?
No. Ah.
Okay. This is so
Hmm. Okay.
is hmm.
Who could it be? Who could it be?
What letter does it start with?
That might make it too easy. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it too easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, this matchup is all about whodunits, so
Well, like who done it? Who done it?
yeah.
Let's see. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. My last guess will be Akuma. It's Akuma. Akuma TH. That's my last guess. Ah!
Ah, good guess. Uh, is it Origin?
That'd be quite a surprise though. Nah.
Hmm. Is it Chad? This is so fun. So, what would you do today? I paid $300 to play a guessing game with the Death Battle Kickstarter.
Yeah. This is something right here.
Anyone
Money.
else?
Money well spent.
I don't know if you're recording it, Jobber, but if you were recording all of this, I will totally leave it in the pitch, in the video, because people would find that hilarious.
Oh yeah, like just made sure like at least I thought like they were just in here at like 3:15 and me I was like, oh dang, I'm probably late.
Yeah,
So
no, I want to make sure I was on time. And just like people look at the video description, it says 20 minutes long. And like, Jesus, what happens? Then the first 10 minutes is just three people guessing names.
pretty much.
Okay, I am not sure who else to guess right now.
It's riveting.
Thrilling content. We'll have a mini pitch right now where I just tell whoever this is all about it, and then Sam and Liam can come in and they'll explain it to him later.
Oh yeah.
Uh, is it Jukum?
And the other pitch got them pretty busy. Must be like a banger.
Yep.
Ooh, it is.
Ooh.
The pitch is the pitch before us has gotten the official Liam victory screech. Oh, there they are.
Oh boy.
There they are.
In.
There they are.
Oh, we were busy guessing who the
I
Death
could
Bell
literally tell.
is.
Before the faces came up, I heard the giggle, and I went,
Yeah.
"Is that Jobber again?"
Well, like even I'm surprised I'm here today. I'm like,
Every time I've joined a call with you're in it, I hear right before we start.
Jobber is here solely because I have never used OBS before and I learned it this week. But I felt
Thank you for your services in helping
Yes,
everybody.
it really just I asked him.
Jobber's the cam guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Hey, thank you for your services. That the Goku what was it? Reverse Flash. Like thank you for your services. Like or something like. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. What are we
I think I
talking
know what this
about?
pitch is, even without looking at the calendar. I was right.
Yeah.
It is Ghostface versus Fisherman. I'm excited.
Yes,
Heard a lot about it.
Pretty excited for this one.
Great.
So, are you ready and up and recording, Jobber?
Yep. All good.
Awesome. Then I will get it set up. This one is going to be recorded. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Perfectly fine.
Awesome. Then we will get set up. Huh?
We can see.
I didn't hear you come in. Why didn't you knock? Wait, what are you doing? No, get that away from me. What are you doing? Ah!
Well, this was the
Damn.
quickest pitch. Now he's
Brutal.
dead.
The picture's has been murdered. I didn't expect this.
Hello, Death Battle. Tell me,
Who's that? What?
do you like
What's going on?
scream movies?
Oh my god!
We fucking killed him! No! Oh god!
That's peak.
Paul had to step out for a minute, but he told me
I think
to
you killed him.
take care of this one.
That means killing.
So just watch your back. Don't try and relax and prepare for a good scream. We all love a good scary movie. So I'll tell you what one of my favorites is. I know why you screamed last summer. Ghostface versus the Fisherman. The mysterious Ghostface is a name worn by many a face in our popular culture. Starting in 1996 by legendary Wes Craven, he has been stalking down teenagers for nearly 30 years at this point. You can't walk into a Halloween store without seeing this mask and knowing exactly where it came from. He has been cutting people apart down to the bone for years. And there are few others who do it quite like he does. With just a simple kitchen knife, he can rip your bones asunder, limb from limb, feel the skin tear off as you just simply watch, looking up at those blank black eyes. But that's not even the scariest part. For there are few things truly scarier in a slasher movie than knowing that whoever it is that's trying to kill you is someone you know. But you don't have to know someone to make enemies. Once upon a time, a man named Ben Willis had a daughter who died after a drunk driving accident with her fiance. Angered by this, he hunted down her boyfriend, killed him, and walked along a lonely road that night on the 4th of July. But a group of drunken teenagers celebrating their independence ran him over with their car. Terrified by what they had done, they desperately tried to hide the body, but he wouldn't stay buried. He came back from being dumped in the river. He came back from being shot into his own grave. Ben Willis is driven by revenge and hatred because only the Fisherman knows what you did last summer. Scream, of course, is one of the most popular horror series of all time, if not at this point, one of the most popular. After 6 successful movies, a TV series that went nowhere, a revival TV series that went even less nowhere, the franchise seems to have no interest in stopping. And as I currently speak, Ghostface is preparing to hunt killers down once again. For February, Friday 27th of 2026, will come Scream 7. So watch your number, Prescott. This time, there won't be such a happy ending. But what of this other mysterious killer, this Fisherman? No one's heard from him since 2006, haven't they? Well, things never truly stay buried. I Know What You Did Last Summer, much like Scream, is considered responsible for reviving the slasher franchise in the 90s. But as of now, after one of the worst horror movies ever made, this franchise has seemed dead in the water. Until now, we're in July of 2025, just a few months from now, it's getting a legacy sequel. The original actors returning for another stab at it. So why should these two face each other? What things could they possibly have in common besides just killing people? Every horror villain kills people. It's not that hard to do. Hell, I just did it for this pitch. Well, both of them are whodunit slashers, with long flowing cloaks hiding a mysterious face that their victims recognize. They both use their iconic weaponry, a standard buck knife and a nasty, jagged hook. Both of them resurrected the genre of the horror movie, if not slashers altogether. And of course, both of them gave us terrible, terrible third movies that horror fans are still reeling at to this day. There's so many things you can do with a pitch like this. It's the first time we would ever see a 2-versus-1 fight in a death battle. The idea of 2 people versus 1. In addition to that, it's a more street-level fight, if you can consider that. While, of course, we previously had Jason versus Michael on Death Battle, this is a chance for something a little more grounded, without not still being fun and interesting. On the left, I have a picture of James A. Denise from the horror channel Dead Meat, a series all dedicated to kills and how much we love the horror genre. Considering James is a huge Scream fan and a fan of the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise, he'd be a wonderful character to have cameo on Death Battle, whether it be him voicing a character or making an appearance in the analyses. And of course, I was helped on this pitch by Chase, who pitched MacGyver versus the A-Team, and both of us are immense Scooby-Doo fans. And there's nothing more Scooby-Doo than Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, in my opinion. These are some posters that were made for me by Totesp on the Death Battle Discord in celebration of this pitch.
The
That's
Ghostface
really,
skull
really
is
cool.
so cool.
Yeah, extremely cool idea. And Max also saw them.
Yeah.
This was some art made for me last year by Lawhorse Bagel before Fisherman currently had any sprites. That is an edited JoJo's sprite for him.
I knew it looked familiar. It's Joseph.
These are a pair of posters I made last year referencing the Freddy vs. Jason poster.
Sick.
This was some art made for me by Daniel FS, who you might have seen in a few pitches. And these are some custom sprites I got done for me recently. Due to Fisherman's somewhat obscurity, he doesn't have a lot of media to work with, nor really anything like a game, for example. But that's hardly an issue for Death Battle at this point, and it was still well worth making this part happen. Because of Ghostface, of course, recently getting into Mortal Kombat 1, I feel like it deserves a reference in the fight somewhere, like this scene here, made for me by Shiraku Jr.
Mm-hmm.
A quick clash encounter between the two of them as they threaten each other. This was a collage piece I made for it. It's based on my own series of thumbnails with custom art by an Annie in the center. This was another thumbnail specially made for me by Puella. And then these are some custom Fisherman riggings that Adam Primus has been making for me right now. And Delight, who is an animator, is currently working on doing an animation for. And he's going to be using Ghost Yugen sprites. He did not have he did not have it ready in time for this, and he apologized, and I said it's no problem at all. But when he does finish it, I'll be adding it to the slideshow.
Sick, yeah. But definitely make sure to share us on the slideshow.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, of course, one of the biggest things about this one, at least for me, is the idea of a live action horror episode. I understand that the Ismahawk episode has currently been cited for the Kickstarter, but especially considering the fascinating history of what happened with Jason versus Michael, I think it's still a very good opportunity to try and do so. This video is somewhat of a storyboard concept, and it's a little long, so I will only be sharing the first minute, but it's still well worth showing, in my opinion.
We open with a nighttime establishing shot outside of a fisherman's shack, surrounded by a nearby lake and forest trees. It is lightly raining with rare lightning flashes. We see Ghostface, wearing black-blue robes with a slight sparkle to them and the classic mask, seemingly undamaged, holding a pocket knife and talking into a cell phone. Just one more question. That's all you have left to answer. Behind Ghostface, a shadow of a tall figure wearing a fisherman's hat is coming up towards them. Which window am I about to break open so I can cut you like a fish? Suddenly, the shadow fully falls over Ghostface, who is standing under a porch lamp near one of the shack's windows. Huh? What the fuck? They suddenly freeze as we get a quick flash and the porch lamp has suddenly been smashed, shown on the ground in pieces. Ghostface swings their pocket knife around briefly, trying to find the person who suddenly snuck behind them. Fisherman appears from behind and slams his hook into Ghostface's back. He let out an intense scream, quickly turning around and desperately trying to defend himself. Fisherman raises up his hook, a flash of lightning behind him. His face is completely shrouded in darkness. Ghostface lets out a haunting scream as the hook is buried through the right eye of their mask. We cut to a medium shot further away as Fisherman pushes his foot against Ghostface's torso, pulling their hook away towards them, and the shack's wall splatters with a stream of blood and one final scream.
Love it, dude. You know.
Yeah. This is some additional just pros and cons of the idea of a live action episode. When I first, of course, started this pitch, we had no idea what the Ismahawk matchup was going to be or when it was going to be determined. But it's still just good points in general for the pros and cons of both, especially since this is a less costume heavy matchup compared to something like Michael versus Jason, in my humble opinion. And it would be extremely cool to see, especially with how much Scream personally embraces horror movies and the fans who make them. Then this is my final point, is because I was one of the lucky few who got to do 2 pitches, I wanted to have a celebration for both of them here. So I had this little piece put together for me by Mr. Presto Sauce, and Chase put in a little cameo of himself for all the work he did helping me.
Awesome.
Thank you. I will be calling the police because you did murder somebody on camera. In front of all of
Well,
us.
it's actually off camera. It came on camera.
It was
after the
off
murder.
camera. That's right.
Well,
On audio. There's an audio recording.
If you try and call him, they're going to have to report a homicide because, well, there's
to themselves.
There's always more than one killer.
I love the dichotomy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow. No.
I love the dichotomy of your pitches being Squirrel Girl, Pepsi Man, and Ghostface Fisherman.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous.
Two horrifying serial killers and Ghostface Fisherman.
They're two of my most wanted, and the tonal shift was really funny the more I looked at it.
It is a ridiculous tonal shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It'd be super fun. I also think
Super
it
lovely.
would be one of the lowest cost live action things we could do because you don't need consistent actors. Like you could switch people out in the costumes that you never really see faces.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's really costume simple. The environments don't need to be expensive because you can just be in the woods somewhere for most of it. Like or a normal house like in a suburb, right? You could get away with shooting a lot of it very practically.
The fight script I wrote set in an old fishing shack because there's like things with oars on the walls and just things they grab to use as weapons.
Exactly.
Yeah, could be very cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's really interesting. I feel like we've had a couple horror pitches, but I feel like a lot of them are like B horror, and these are kind of like the heavy hitters of the genre for sure. Of slashers for sure.
One last point is that this is something people are very contentious with just about Ghostface in general on Death Battle is the idea of using a specific version. And in my oh so humble opinion, I like the idea of doing a movie composite, of just the idea of taking feats from all 6 mainline movies, because those are all in the same universe and they are widely comparable to each other. I just feel like if you use a specific one, like you say, oh, we're just doing Billy and Stu, you only get like 1 movie's worth to work with. And that just feels far more aggressive. And
it makes sense to composite them from the movies.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, this is great. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
I'm so glad you liked it. We're very hard on this.
Thanks for putting so much effort in. It's a really good pitch, man.
Of course. You're both so amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all have a great
Thank you for supporting our show.
Awesome.
Jobber, thanks for recording as you do.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Cool. All right. You have a good one.
You have a good one.
one.
Bye.
Bye.